All right, Shalom. First, I'd like to start by saying all praise to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles that were well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Now, this is a lesson on what's going on in Italy. It says stunning meteorite lights up the sky in Sardinia. So we know, before I play this clip, we know that these lights in the skies and these meteorites are signs that the Lord be sending, to the world, and the elect know what's going on. We have the elect. The elites know what's going on, and then you got some people that know what's going on too. But it's just a sign that this kingdom, or these kingdoms of this world, is going to come down, and the kingdom of Jacob is going to start. You know. So I'm gonna start with this scripture real quick before I play this video, or these two scriptures before I play this video. This is Revelations chapter 16, verse 13. It says, and I saw three unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon. And we know the dragon represented Rome. And out of the mouth of the beast, we know the beast represents NATO and the EU. And out of the mouth of the false prophet, and that false prophet goes back to the Roman Catholic Church. And the Roman Catholic Church is located in Italy. So that was just a sign right there in front of their face, in their territory, because we know that Roman Catholic Church is full of witchcraft, pushes out heavy philosophies and wickedness, and the priests have sex with young boys and stuff, man. So that was a sign ultimately unto them, man. Right in front of their face. It says, for they are the spirits of devils working miracles, and we know the miracles is technology, and they are the spirits of devils, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world, to gather them to the battle of the great day of the power Almighty. Right, and that's what's going on in the Middle East right now. The Third World War is brewing. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. Right, so you blessed if you catching these signs, and that's coming from the scriptures. It's not coming up out of my mouth. It says, and keepeth his garments, keepeth the truth. Because these signs is meant for our brothers to push harder and prepare for Yahweh Shai's return. Lest he walk naked, lest he walk without the truth, man. And they see his shame, and that's a shame. And he gathered them together into a place called, in the Hebrew tongue, Armageddon. Right, so they down there in the Middle East. Getting ready for that Third World War, man. The Battle of Armageddon, man. In 2 Ezra chapter 6, verse 7, it says, then he answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or what shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? Right, the end of this kingdom and the beginning of Jacob's kingdom, which represents the 12 tribes of Israel. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, which is Jacob was bringing down the lies that Esau put up. That's the reason why the Lord got us out there on the highways and byways, man. Got his prophets out there on the highways and byways, because we're bringing down his lies through his spirit, man. His philosophies, the philosophies that are contrary to the Bible. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So Esau, being a white man who's running this world right now, these signs is signs that's showing his end. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this video. See? All right. Get another one. Oh, there you go. This is what's happening in Turkey right now. Okay, here we go. Not Satan wanna. Every time you try to do something.
Hayata vurdurma hayata. Abi direkt altına girdi ya. Eyvah. Eyvah. Direkt altına girdi ya. Gidiyor mu altına?
All right. I'm gonna show one more. The Lord put the nations through hell.
Arkadaşlar iki hortum çekiyor mu? Kusura bakın çekiyorlar. Burası gittiği yüksek ya. Bu su bastı şu an. O çekiyorlar. Sağ karşı taraf çekiyor.
Mm. Yeah, so that's what they get in Turkey, man. A storm caused them floods. They call them flash floods. Thus far, they're only reporting that one person was dead, but the streets are flooded, basements is flooded, and that's all, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Shai, through the time, since the times we're living in, everything's coming to an end, so the Lord is jacking this place up. This Isaiah chapter 29, verse 6, thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and flame of devouring fire. Right, so this was a storm that caused these floods, man. And this is something else that's going on in the Middle East.
The Afghan president has blamed it.
Yeah, the Lord got the death angels over there in the Middle East, man. And because all the nations had something to do with keeping us asleep, and either having us in slavery and taking all our substance, man. So this is how the Lord is punishing them. And then when Yahweh Shai comes back with him and the angels and the kingdom of heaven is established, they still gonna get more punishment, for all the stuff that they have done to Israel, man. So the Lord judging them over there, man. This is part of that war that's brewing over there. All this chaos and all this destruction before the Third World War ultimately kick off.
Taliban for the deadly bomb blast in the capital, Kabul. In a tweet, Ashraf Ghani denounced the attack as barbaric and said that the Taliban could provide a platform for terrorists. The explosion hit a wedding ceremony in the west of Kabul late on Saturday, leaving at least 63 people dead and over 180 others injured. According to guests,
Scripture said they were going to be given in marriage, man. And while they giving them marriage, everything around them was being destroyed, and then they end up getting caught in it.
Present there, the assailant set off the explosive near the stage where children and youth had gathered. No group or individual has claimed responsibility. Taliban militants and groups affiliated with Daesh have been behind numerous such explosions in the past. Our Kabul correspondent Amin Alami has updated us on the deadly bomb explosion which hit the wedding ceremony east of the Afghan capital.
Well, this was the deadliest attack against civilians in the Afghan capital, Kabul, over the past 2 months. Afghanistan's high-ranking officials, including President Ashraf Ghani, the Chief Executive Director Abdullah Abdullah, and some other officials have strongly condemned this attack and named it a barbaric attack against civilians. According to Afghanistan's presidential palace, as well as the Office of National Security Council of the country, the terrorist groups, or after forcing Afghan people, particularly civilians, to accept their rule in this country. But they say that the people of Afghanistan are strongly backing democratic processes in Afghanistan, such as elections and even peace process.
International lawyer Barry Grossman, who I talked to a short while ago, says that Iran's engagement is key to solving the problems Afghanistan is facing today.
What I would point out is that the key to everything that's happening in Afghanistan, much like the key to the problem further in the direction of the Middle East when it comes to certain demographics, lies in Iran's involvement. Let's not overlook the fact that when there's war in a country, be it internal strife, civil war, or war imposed on a country, those wars, if they don't target civilians, who exactly do they target? War is all about targeting civilians. Things are complicated there. They've always been complicated, and of course, the chaos that has been imposed on Afghanistan since 2003 has made it that much more complicated again. So we have to be careful.
All right. So this is this second Ezra, chapter 8, verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in a later time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. But understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. Right, so what's going on with them is great miseries, because of the pride of the world, man. Democracy and all that extra shit, the Lord ain't with that democracy stuff, man. The Lord ain't with nothing that's going on in this world at all. So when he come back, he gonna set everything straight. But yeah, and it said also, understand thou for thyself and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. And not too many people gonna get the understanding that the truth is only for the elect, the chosen, and you're supposed to get this understanding for yourself to prepare for what's to come, But with all that being said, all praise to Yahweh, Bashim Shai, Bashim Kakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.